All right, now you hold that, and I think if I go like this, and we have it like that. Here we go. Two. Here we go. Can't read that.
That's pretty good.
Is it?
There we go. So the donkey derby. Sorry, are we not? Do we have sound?
Not yet. We're still working on details.
I can read this if you put the sound on.
We're not ready yet. Just give us a second.
But you got me off.
Oh boy.
I'm here now.
I don't know. All right. So let's bring it up on the screen because I don't have a way to see it. Okay, move over there, sunshine.
What am I doing?
Other direction. I gotta get it to the computer.
Oh, good boy.
All
the
way. Yeah, all the way. Because I can't see
What's
if you can actually see it. It's Larky.
Larky.
There we go. Crazy acres.
Hey, Larky. He should listen.
He what?
He should listen. Hey, Larky. He's a good boy. You're a nice guy. Very handsome. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a good boy.
Judy, everybody have your seats?
Take your seats.
Okay, so we can actually see what's going on. All right. Sorry. Okay, starting with it. Comments. I want to have the comments on the side. Okay. You can slide in there. And we can see you. That's good. Slide over there. Let's see what you look like over there.
Am I ready to read this yet? You want
I think
me?
so.
Huh?
I think so. How does it look? Where's your phone?
Oh, right there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to use your phone today.
There's a phone right here.
Well, while you diddle around, I'll read this.
Okay.
Horses are high maintenance. No two ways about it. They're quick to react. Their care is pretty dependent on an exact schedule. Then there are donkeys, the care of which is not quite down to the goat level of living on weeds and water. They generally will do very nicely on hay and water. More importantly, it is their slower reaction time that usually makes them less inclined to have injuries. A frightened horse will run, but a frightened donkey will stand still and try and figure out what is the deal. The picture of Mo, all dressed up in her work harness, illustrates the fact that even half a donkey, which is what a mule is, has to have some reason to be inspired to move at all. Hence, the bucket of grain right at her nose. Without that, she's stuck in neutral. That bucket of grain is her starter switch. Since we were demonstrating the power of such a large animal to that bunch of children, we had them try and hold that rope as Mo stepped forward. Before we go any further, I need to say that that rope is a very fat, 1-inch diameter cotton rope, which means that it would be impossible for any child to get tangled up in any way or get that rope wrapped around their hands and be dragged. And then be dragged. You would never do this with anything that even resembled a 1/4-inch diameter clothesline. This activity is one of the things planned for the Donkey Derby on the week of September 29th. To use the words donkey or burro in the same sentence with the word race is misleading. An uninspired donkey will hardly move at all. But their attitude can be adjusted with oats or, on occasion, a peppermint candy. Boston has the oldest marathon in the United States. I'm told the second oldest marathon is the Leadville Pack Burro Race in Colorado. The Equine Rescue Network, ERN, has invited a group from Colorado to come and participate in an abbreviated version of their 15-mile race. One of the activities planned will be a 5-mile jog through the woods on Essex County Trail Association trails. ERN has a variety of donkeys that they have rescued from the slaughter pens in Pennsylvania. These will be available for people to borrow during these activities. They are also available now for people to try and get them started at least walking in the right direction. A perfect outdoor activity. We can provide the donkey as well as the oats and the peppermint candy to get them moving, hopefully. If you're interested in volunteering at Crazy Acres, you should contact Elizabeth. And don't forget to visit us at www.donkeyderby.org. Was that good?
That's pretty good. You got it pretty close.
Close?
Yeah, it's
What did I do
12
wrong?
miles, not 5. But that's that's good. That's good. What is the title of it? Okay.
Picture of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly which of these donkeys is going to run 12 miles?
I don't know.
I'm just curious.
What
I'm just curious too. Yeah, all the ones that are still in Pennsylvania.
Which,
Oh, I see.
which donkeys are
You
going
know,
to
the mules that are the donkeys that are coming from Colorado,
Very
12
good.
is short for them. They
Okay.
usually do it 22 to
So,
30
are there
miles.
any of our herd participating in that?
No, because nobody can run that far.
That was my
They
question.
could, but if I could run that far, but I'm not running that far. I'm too old. So, yeah.
Okay, I did that. I'm dead now.
Okay, yeah, she just woke up. We had to wake her up from mail call. Yeah,
She
so give
woke
a
me up.
box.
She's at 5 o'clock. I'm thinking in the morning.
Yeah,
Like this coffee.
You were really asleep.
she was really sleeping.
Oh.
Yeah, well, she was sleeping while we were doing, Judy and I have been moving all day.
Yep.
Well, I've been going since 9 o'clock this morning, and I didn't get in till late last night, so I'm super tired.
I was up late. I was up all night, so that's why I'm tired.
Yes, you were up you were up texting everybody, because I heard you texted Elizabeth too.
Yeah.
You texted Elizabeth at 1 o'clock in the morning, saying that you weren't getting enough sympathy from everyone, and you reported on her. She was sick, so she had a temperature.
I had a temperature yesterday.
So she was texting me all day that she's not getting enough sympathy. Of course, I ignored the text. And then she started in on Elizabeth until 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, nobody gives me any sympathy. And at 2 o'clock, when I got home, she texted me, "Are you coming to get Wanda?" And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm staying right where I'm at. Because I knew if I came over here, I'd be up till 4 trying to give her sympathy. So I didn't even come by. So that's why she's tired.
But by then my temperature went down. Whatever it was I had, it was only a 12-hour illness. I've heard of 24 hours.
Yeah. Well, you're superhuman,
That's good.
Mom.
Yeah.
You're probably going to outlive us all.
Yeah. I did ask her if she wanted ibuprofen last night. She said no.
Yeah.
So I walked away then.
Yeah.
So I had no sleep until now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah.
So I look on this as a brief, wide-awake session before I go back to wall and work again.
Yeah.
Oh, so we'll get you going so
Yeah.
that
Got
you
mail?
Yeah.
our way.
Did anybody get the
There's a
mail?
little piece, I think, here.
There's a thing right there.
By your water bottle.
This
And
one?
there's a box
By your
by your
water
feet.
bottle.
By your water bottle.
Water bottle one.
This?
Yes, that.
That's it?
And
Yeah.
then there's a box by your feet. I took out all the or is it the
I
the
think that when we move and have mail calls, so wait a minute,
the box.
somewhere else, we have to redo this.
Why is he like that? Was that a food box?
No, he's got the pen. Oh, I just got it.
Where's he going?
Can you
I don't know, he likes it. He's gonna bring it back now.
Come here.
Wait, is that the cake
You're not allowed
box?
to eat that kind of stuff.
Look out, he's going
Yeah,
to
he's nice.
get up on the chair behind me. Just get out of the way there. Maybe.
There's none of
There's
this.
no
it's not good. That's not
There's
good
no
either.
place
Don't
for
look
him
at
to
it.
lie down and eat his steak.
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Well,
Should I take those off the bed, or are those there
Yeah,
for
no,
a
he
reason?
shouldn't be eating, because he'll eat little pieces of that, right?
What about
Yes.
what about these? Are these meant to be here to keep
they
them
go
down?
through and
Yeah,
canal.
you can, well, I don't want him eating that, so.
Alright, this I'll take, but what about this? Can he?
No, I
He's
don't
a good boy though.
He's a good boy, so you don't get that.
He's got
Here,
a 40-pound
here,
paw on it.
That'll solve that.
So Janine and I moved a lot of stuff today, both down to the building
Oh.
25, a lot over to the guest house. So it's coming down, little by little. Yep.
Come
Here,
down.
we can make some room. Come here, Ryan. You can sit right there. Come on, can you sit up there? That's good. No more cookies, come on.
Oh.
Don't sit on her.
Okay, I did that part. What's
What
this?
about that?
Jensen.
Looks like a book. I'm reading the Funny Farm book, by the way. That somebody sent. I'm reading it. You can have it after me. The Funny Farm book?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Pretty good.
You mean we didn't write it?
No.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So those of you who may not have seen in Daily Doggy, we were at assisted living yesterday, and Larky's nose was in the air. He just wanted to be sniffing around and sniffing around till he found the automatic cat dispenser for food.
Oh.
Yes, so a big bin of cat food and a little dish at the bottom. Well, he cleared out that little dish, and when he couldn't get any more, he's like wrestling around, and the whole thing went. We had cat food all over the place.
But he took care of it.
Yeah, so did Wanda.
Oh.
Yeah, she heard the commotion, and they were both over there enjoying it.
Oh my word, I know this book.
What is it?
Irish Toast, Curses and Blessings.
Oh boy. Is that for Elizabeth? Cause
No,
she
I,
probably has written all of them.
I'm right.
And Scott
Used them all.
Yeah.
I can't read this part. Just see who said that.
Gives it to me.
No, I think
A leprechaun.
full of memes yesterday.
Who was?
He was.
Yeah. Oh God, he ate so much.
Yeah, it's kind of worn out, so it's hard to read.
It is.
It doesn't say who it is. It just says, this is the rating of books. So this is
Get out of here.
Maybe on the.
Maybe on the outside.
on the outside of the
Jensen Books, Jensen Online.
May you have warm words on a cold evening. This started because that expression about may your armpits be invaded by a flea from 1,000 camels.
Oh,
Oh, right. Yeah.
I've seen that on.
Yeah.
People leave a ticket for somebody that parked improperly. They'll leave all these sayings.
And then they got into the, I will read this.
Okay. What happened to the other book? Oh, this book. You were supposed to read this one too. It's a collection of verses.
Oh, I wanted to read that.
What?
It got so much dust in it, it made me choke.
Well, I tried to clear
Don't
it up.
say it over there.
Yeah, maybe not.
But you know,
Oh.
okay. Well, you should be reading this. I dusted it all off. It's been dusted
I'll
for
wait
you.
a little longer. Next
Okay.
rainstorm.
The
Come back,
box.
In the box.
The box, the box. Okay, the box. The box. The box opener. There we go.
I'll go back to these. Only
Yeah,
two
that's fine.
questions today.
We have to wait and see how the chicken is later.
Actually, slit my
Yeah.
leg.
Those
I don't
chickens
know.
are not
They
smart.
can't.
Flew out the door yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I think I have them locked up.
quick. They're very
know.
quick.
I walked around on the cement for 10 minutes.
Get away. Oh, there are some in here.
It
We got
is-
some in here.
Oh, milk bones.
Shh, don't even say that word. We got 3. And we got another big box. Oh,
Snyder's.
I'm afraid.
Pretzels?
Pretzels.
Oh, I don't know. Snyder's.
Yeah.
Pretzels.
I
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
oh dear. Wait a minute.
Have you tried those?
Did anyone
Yes.
catch the name on the book? Where's the book?
No.
The book, Irish Toast, Curses and Blessings.
Irish Toast, Curses, and Blessings.
Get out of your way.
It's
Go
hard
ahead.
to read that thing.
Get away. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, you love those things.
Oh.
Those are
These
good.
some of
Yeah.
the little guys. They're so
I do
good.
like
I
them.
know, very.
Yeah, those
I
are
do
good.
like them. Okay. We'll put that up with the Irish
Add that
Toast.
with our junk food pile.
Now, am I going to open this box or are we going to just give a cookie out of the other box?
Oh yeah, out of the other.
Yeah.
The other
What
way.
would you?
Our
Would you
lovely
serve,
assistant
please?
here.
There you go.
Oh, that's at the dinner bell.
Yeah. You smell
Here,
it.
get this
Do you
out of
guys
here.
sit
Quick.
or do
When I
anything
used to have
fancy?
cats,
At least,
someone would
at least
say
one or
something
two
else,
each or something.
Is that right?
Here you go. Here you go.
Look up here. Let's get this out of here.
Here you
I'm
go.
not moving fast
We
enough.
don't, we don't want to show it.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
There we go.
Put it up on the bed.
Yes.
We don't want the logo.
All right.
So, we
That
don't
should
want
just
the
about do
logo
it.
on that. No problem, yes, the logo, yeah, okay. Okay, so,
I'm glad my article got in.
yeah, that's good.
We
We
got
got
one empty.
no, we gotta write more about
You're right.
donkey racing. So, cause we really have to
Alright.
start, it's a month away. We have to,
All right, that's 4 articles.
okay, it's a month away, we're gonna have the whole month is gonna be donkey articles. I'll write one if I have to, but,
It's tough.
Yeah.
no, but we
What
gotta.
about your word?
I have
Right.
a box now.
Right.
You can check on it.
Go ahead.
It's a wait and see thing.
Yeah, all right, so we're gonna do, the Donkey Derby is a month away, October 1st. And then we did confirm that, the Sunday is, the Memorial Drive is shut down, open for foot traffic only. They block off cars. And hopefully no one from the state of Massachusetts is looking, but we are thinking about running the donkeys down Thurl Drive.
That's my goal.
That's your goal in life.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I think that would be lovely.
It would be great. How are you gonna do this?
Okay, so Christine is
We're
the
gonna
voice of.
we're gonna
voice of
set a pick with cars. We're gonna just get in a little brigade and stop.
reason. No. You know, on Memorial
gonna-
Drive on Sundays, they
Oh,
shut it down
when
from
they
11
shut it down.
to
Okay.
11 to 4.
Let 'em in traffic.
I thought someone was gonna shut it down for you.
Yeah,
I
that
don't know.
would be, don't give her ideas.
I've had donkeys all mixed up with cars all my whole life.
Yeah,
ago.
so, this is we're not gonna tell anyone, because we're gonna ask for forgiveness and not permission.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the rules of,
Can't you see them chasing after us? Don't do that!
I don't know
Where's
about
the
the
fake?
rules
Where's
of
gonna
the
pray?
equine into,
The
Is it
park-
wait? If that's a public way,
yeah,
there are.
this is Christine here.
So I've looked into this from a bike path perspective.
Yeah.
And you can't keep a horse off a bike path.
Oh,
Oh, really?
So maybe there's some sort of. I'll do a little research on
okay,
the
well,
exact.
we'll give them your number so
Oh, there
that,
we go.
so that you can bail us out.
Okay.
Yeah, do you wanna come in, is there room for her to sit in here?
Absolutely. Here.
I'll sit. No, I'll sit next to Janine.
Okay.
Okay. So, we are planning on doing that run. I broke the news to the people in Colorado,
Okay.
and they're on board.
And I found a place for me to stay when somebody takes over the guest house.
Where?
Ann. She was
And
right up the road.
Peterson.
Peterson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, great big house, there's nobody in it. I said, wait a minute. Because the one thing that I'm really, is that I don't have a place to invite people from Oregon or Washington to come and stay here and play and work and things.
You have the trailer, and you have.
Well, I know, but no guest house is better. Then I can.
Okay, all right, yeah.
And I had coffee with Ann this morning, and she just said, what a wonderful weekend she had with her whole family there filling up the empty house. She had, I don't know, 2 sets of family and children and dogs, and she said it was wonderful that the house wasn't empty. I said, wait a minute, empty? Wait a minute.
Well, the people that are coming from Colorado are staying with from Missy White. She lives in a gigantic, beautiful house, and then.
What, 13 bathrooms or something?
I lost count. Yeah, it's big, and it's lovely, and it's in, yeah. So she's on board with having everyone stay with her, which is
Oh,
nice.
that's great.
That's good.
And so yeah, so we really have to start promoting it. I got the website down. I got a few more changes on the website. I got to do the Goldie's Farm website. I did our first post for Goldie's Farm. I wrote when I was down in South Carolina. I drove by a horse that was way too skinny in a paddock with a bunch of other skinny donkeys. So I pulled over and I wrote my typical little note, like, you know, be happy to help you with if it could be a medical thing that your horse and your goats are all really thin, or not. But if it is a medical thing, I'd be happy to send over a roll of hay. And I signed it, Janine from Goldie's Farm. So,
Good.
that's the kind of thing that I assume that we'll be continuing to do as just the goodwill of what Goldie's Farm do. It would cost us $100 a month to send a roll of hay to that horse. Probably make a big difference to the I've never seen skinny goats because we don't have any.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't have any. They were definitely.
If you watch Dr. Paul, you will.
Okay.
And the one thing that it shocks me is that when something like that happens, invariably he takes a sample, he comes back full of worms.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
such a simple thing, the worm, animals.
Yeah. His horse.
And children.
His horse on a 1 to 10 scale was a 2 as far as being emaciated, and the goats I'd say were probably a 3.
Wow.
And it was like it had just kind of a really windy road that I just passed on the way to Aiken, and then I passed on the way back, and I went back and I
Some people just don't know, because Tinker, your pony, that you finally outgrew, I gave to someone in Boxford. And they'd had her about a month or so, and I went over to see how she was doing. And she was in a paddock that did not have one leaf in it. And the woman said to me, I can't believe she eats absolutely everything. And I said, well, what kind of hay are you giving her? Hay?
Oh,
She was living on twigs and leaves,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she just didn't know.
Yeah, well, it's amazing to me.
Yeah, we don't-
It's right on the main route into the town of Aiken, so it's like the next town over, and I can't imagine how many equestrians drive by this
Yeah.
horse, and it never occurs to people. It occurs to people to call the police when they see something like that, but the police can't do anything if there's one single bale of hay or one single piece of horse-related food, and they have water. It doesn't have to be clean water. Then the horses are livestock. They can't do anything. This is similar to if you drove by and you knew that your neighbor wasn't changing his oil, you can't confiscate their car.
Right.
You know? So if they're not feeding, if they're not properly caring for the horse, you can't confiscate the horse. And so I always take the path of like, oh well, maybe it's a
Maybe
medical,
they need
maybe
help.
it's a medical thing. Can I help you in
Right.
some way? You'll get a lot further.
Have they called you?
No, I just did it yesterday. So.
I remember
Uh-oh.
going, you know where the Ipswich River crosses Main Street, Linfield?
Oh, I know where you're going with this story. Yep.
There was, I was working for a veterinarian up there, Bill somebody, anyway,
Doing their billing,
I
I remember.
went up there and I went past this pony tied to a tree, and his water bucket was empty, and I didn't hot day, but and they just hadn't got around to it. I finished what I was doing, came back, the bucket was still empty. So I went over and I offered to buy the pony for $25, and they gave it to me.
Is that bone? It was really skinny.
It was
bones.
skinny, it was awful.
Yeah, we called it pony bones.
Bones, and we put it
It was
in my
gated.
front yard, and that's why I built that building that's still there.
Yeah.
It was a one-car garage sort of building. It was my first attempt at building anything. And we kept it there because I didn't know whether, I figured it had to be healthier to be dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was in such bad
Yeah,
shape,
that was
but
the
sure
crazy-
enough,
Yeah.
somebody reported us to the SPCA, and they come tromping in, and,
Reported you?
sure, because we had a skinny pony.
Of course.
See?
Yeah.
We were on the main street of Linfield, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
At any rate, they came in and they looked at everybody else we had, and they thought it was I said, no, it's a project for the 4-H kids to straighten out.
Yeah. And we did.
And
yeah.
we did.
Yeah. I was probably 10 years old, 12 years old. I remember the pony,
Yeah,
the little roan.
yeah, and it finally grew up.
And then the pony, then the other pony. Do you remember the pony that somebody tied to the end of our driveway with a sign on it? My name is Jasper.
What was
Please
the
give me
sign?
My name is Jasper. Please give me a good home. And he was literally tied to the. I went down to get the bus to school, and there was a pony tied to the tree.
That would be most kids' dream.
Yeah.
I was just gonna get it after me.
Yeah, couldn't have just happened. Very nice. Tied to the telephone.
And that ended up being Joan Vibrance's pony. She ended up riding the pony, and I ran into Joan Vibrance a couple of years ago in Starbucks in Linfield, in Hamilton, and she looked at me and I was like, God, she looks awfully familiar. And she knew who I was. She's like, my name's Joan, and I was like, oh, okay. Vibrance, and I was like, oh my God, Jasper. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we have a lot of funny
That's funny.
stories.
Yeah. So
The horse in the well.
I think was it in my book?
Yeah, it was.
It
Because
was?
you know the story, yeah. Yeah.
So I don't have to tell everybody that one?
That was
Yeah.
a great story, though.
No, you can if you want.
No,
I
tell
didn't
it.
hear. I didn't hear it.
Yes.
Our place used to be a dairy farm, and they had a cistern for catching water off the roof, and it was basically a big circle, about 12 feet deep, 10 feet deep probably, and a little shack over top of it. And we had a great big horse, I've forgotten his name, Big Palomino, got in that shack and went through the floor.
Oh.
And he was fine, he was just down there in a hole, but we couldn't get him out. And the kids came, oh, Mommy, there's a horse in the well. And so I went in the house and had a cup of coffee. And I said, what the hell am I going to do? And it was like 4:30 in the afternoon. It was getting to be closing time, and all of a sudden I thought, everything's going to shut down at 5 o'clock, and I don't get to work. So I called the local sand delivery place. And I had them deliver a big truckload of sand, which they dumped right outside. I wanted to shoot it down in, but that was gonna scare the horse. That didn't work, so we had to just dump it. Because the guy was saying, I gotta get out of here, it's 5 o'clock, you know. So we dumped it, and somehow we got word around to the neighbors that we needed help, and so they all began to show up with buckets and children and things, and we filled buckets and passed them in, and buckets and passed them in.
And poured them in the hole?
Yeah,
Poured it in the hole.
just quietly poured it in the hole, all until like
Maybe
midnight.
just the level of the floor,
Oh,
so
there you
so-
go.
Until the horse could step out.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
And it also solved the problem because we no longer had a hole in the backyard that animals could fall in.
Oh,
Yeah.
Poor
It
kids.
was, we had a lot of funny things go on at that place.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I think is something that this place was, and hopefully is again. It's weird. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
There's so many people that live with their lawns cut perfectly.
Yeah.
You know? And they don't have a chance to expand. Now, that's what I want to talk about with Elizabeth. Because she hasn't even been here a week, and we had, 30 chickens, 10 feet
yeah,
from my
yeah.
bedroom,
I know.
and another 4 goes, you know.
Yeah.
She is beginning to acquire things that she never had a chance to acquire.
Yeah, but I'm shutting her off. I'm like, no more. Yeah, yeah.
Well, you're talking, you're blowing smoke.
I know. Well, I knew I was in trouble when she went down to pick up the one dog. She had one dog that died, so she had to replace that dog. She comes back with 2, and I'm like, she's off. But she does have a dog that's she needs to put down. I told her this like 2 months ago.
But
The dog.
do the math. How many, what's X? X plus Y. What's X?
Once
How
that,
many
once
dogs
that
does
one
she
done,
have?
yeah, once
How
that
many
goes
dogs does
need.
she have?
Yeah.
Her more than I do.
Right, she's got 4
Well,
or
then once
5.
that one goes,
4
you're
or
still
5.
got another one, you know?
Combining
Two,
her
two,
with
two.
you
She's
is
like
like,
a back.
God,
You know,
That
be
last
nuts.
thing,
Well,
that
okay.
last thing,
Do you
that's
know
what
that
we're
she has a daughter who lives with a one-legged pigeon
oh,
yeah,
in bed?
yeah.
yeah.
So it's the amount of crazy that's going to be on this property is a little nerve-wracking for me.
Well, I just said to Ann that she should write a letter
Oh,
to
did
her.
it? Oh, golly.
Told how lucky Ipswich was to have wacky people like us living over there. You know, it's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
And that's why people come to driveway,
Yeah.
and it's wide open, and you can do things, and, you know, and the things
Yeah,
are falling apart, and putting
Yeah.
what's going on.
So I think we have a surprise
Yeah.
tonight. Christine brought us a surprise.
I brought dinner.
She got dinner.
I have to say,
She's
I
awesome.
saw the reactions to that frozen cake, that lovely
Oh yeah.
cake that was delivered.
Oh
And
yeah.
The interest in the frozen, it was like a brick. I tried to slice it.
Was it good? Did you
I
like
tried
it?
to serve it.
Yeah.
I tried to defrost it a bit, but what I sensed was an urgency to be fed.
Oh, that's what the whole thing is about.
So I knew Janine had been traveling. I knew she was coming back and the move and everything. So I said, I'm bringing dinner.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Well,
brought
Liz will be by here, and food attracts people. Where's Mike?
I know, he had to go dump, so I asked him to come back and do dump
Did he go? Did he take the manure to the dump? 'Cause
No, he didn't. They haven't.
Yeah, Elizabeth is going to take it tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I think, yeah, because I don't think my truck can pull it. I think he put it in, but.
Yeah.
I don't think my truck can pull it
It's
once it's
too
full.
heavy. It's
Once
too
it's
heavy.
full, my truck isn't that big.
Yeah, I was ready to pull it, I just didn't get organized.
I
Yeah.
know,
Well,
I know,
Elizabeth is going to do it in the morning.
It was a busy,
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Yes.
That shit was so crazy.
Now, does she know both of them are full?
Are they're both full of manure?
That's what I was told. I went out there this morning to Kathy to say, when are we gonna take the manure? She
Oh,
said,
Kate,
"We're
I
both
just
full
can't
now."
have one.
Kate.
I can't have one, we both, we just
Okay.
don't
Yeah.
have
So
one.
I can pick up. She's going to pick up one, the small one, and then I can go with my big truck and get the second one.
Well, that's-
Or we could
Go
go.
ahead.
No, we could go tomorrow. Oh, Judy, are you out here tomorrow?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Well, if I'm not going, I'm gonna take the hook off the back of my car and put the thing back on so I carry the thing around.
No, let's not do that. Let's go dump the manure. I'll be here
Yeah,
early. Whatever time you want to meet.
There's a lot of work to be done yet.
Yeah, we don't need you driving around town with a pig on the
No
back.
pig rides tomorrow.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the moment where I left you unattended too long.
Well, now, wait a minute.
And then I see her.
I took Wanda. I would have been so much better if I'd had my,
Okay, I can understand putting that, but driving, I get a picture, like, I left
you know,
for,
you
I
take
left
what
for
you get.
24 hours, and next thing I get is a picture, a video of you driving down the driveway at Meredith Farm with a pig on the back. And I'm
See,
like,
you're gonna get picked up one of these days.
oh, jeez. Oh,
But that, the fan would have been nice to use with Wanda.
okay, that would be great. That could go in the back.
That's acceptable to you.
That's acceptable. But
It's
a
not
pink,
wacky enough.
a pink pig. I actually, when I pulled up today, because it's the pink pig is in where I normally back my car in, and I backed the car in, and I had Carl in the back seat, and I was driving the Volvo, and I'm trying to look, and it's an old Volvo, so it doesn't have all the doohickeys. It's going to tell me when I'm going to hit something, and trying to turn around, and all I see is Carl, like, big face in the mirror, and I can't really see, and I hit the pig. Okay, is it? No, it's dead. It's dead. I killed the pig. Sorry, you can't drive around without it anymore, Mom. But no, the pig's
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
No, the pig's, I just hit the wagon. It didn't even knock
You
over.
repair the pig.
Yeah.
Because Bud just might be the thing to tie the pig down. It's gonna fall over.
Yeah,
Jump out.
Yeah, we don't need, I'm really like, you're gonna get in trouble driving around town with a pig.
Why?
I don't
What
know,
kind of trouble?
it seems too much. It seems too much to me. But anyways,
It's a little bit of an attention grabber.
yeah, it's a lot.
Maybe wake him up a little bit.
It's a lot.
Here she comes again.
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions for us today? We're moving on from the pig thing. I'm just gonna make the pig disappear at this point.
Oh, come on now.
Oh, look at her. Oh, come on now. I won't do that.
I worked hard over that pig.
I know.
I like that pig.
I know you like the pig. Okay, is there anyone that have any questions? You guys, when's the next nursing homes? The senior, I would say nursing homes, they're senior centers now.
Yes. It's gonna be next week. It's been a little bit more difficult taking the time to work on all that with everything
moving,
that's
yeah.
going on.
And we have they rescheduled the go to the pony
Yes.
because remember they
had
canceled because of COVID for our
We
big.
never did get the shirt on the goat.
Yeah, so we gotta work on
We
that.
gotta get.
There's a few things that we need to do, and I know it feels like Monday, but it's not. It's Wednesday. We have to do a driving test with Betty White because she's going to be doing the tug of war that you just described that we're going to have a mule
We
do.
can put the harness on her.
We got to put the harness on her, and
It's still hanging in the hallway, isn't it? Oh, come on.
yeah, it is. I think it is. Yeah. There's another harness.
Then you start taking pieces of it, I'm in trouble.
No, we'll
Are you
find.
bringing her here to do it, or?
She's already here.
Oh.
Yeah, she's there, the white thing,
All right.
She's the white mule.
I haven't ventured down there too often now.
You can't
The
miss
big
her.
white
She's the big
one.
one. So she has to do her, and then Elizabeth is supposed to be here at any time, training everything to.
The harness it takes, it's an education thing in itself to try and put the harness on it.
Yeah. We have to do that. What was the other? I'm drawing a blanket of what I was just my purpose of this whole thing.
Oh, that's
How about the
fine.
goat and going
Oh
to
yeah, we
it?
got to put the goat. We got to test to make sure the goat fits in the goat outfit.
Standards.
And
That's
before
why, that's why we're not on the television. You didn't use mine.
I know that we're on. I use mine because I can do it for mine too.
Oh,
Yeah, you were.
I thought yours wouldn't know how to do it, and mine would.
Oh, I know how to do it.
You know how to do it?
Yeah, yes,
Oh.
I do. Never did get the shirt for the goat. She did. It's right here. Here's the goat shirt. And Carly, if it doesn't fit the goat, Carly's gonna wear it to the next party.
I love the pattern.
Now, this is the rear end of the goat, right?
Right.
Spandex.
She's got a turtleneck.
It looks like a one size fits all.
Yeah, right.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Right? Just put it
Oh, it's, so yeah.
I think it's like a turtleneck.
Well, wait a minute.
Right? Put it on your
It
neck.
could be either way
Just like
here.
a running.
Well, it's gonna have a pretty skinny rear end out
Yeah,
there.
well, there's a hole in the bottom.
This is the
which
neck.
is-
Long as you
Like
got
the elbows in the center of the bottom.
So we're gonna put an adult diaper across the bottom in case he pees, because that's really the
Oh.
biggest
There's
danger.
no hole in the bottom. I think
There's
there
a
is
hole,
little
it's
outlet.
opening.
Yeah, there's
It's
a little
opening.
hole.
Whoa, I almost
Is
went
it
over.
male or female?
I guess you guys had to order it by man.
No, just size. That was
Okay.
it. Size and color.
So I'm worried about the little pills.
The little poopy pills.
Well, the pills.
It's gonna be outside, right?
We're gonna have to put something on here to catch.
Yeah,
or something.
we'll do that. I'm worried that we marked the red goat. It's been now it's kind of almost
It's a
gone.
little faded. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
mark them
Yeah,
again.
mark them again. So we
Oh,
know
what was
which-
it marked
we
for?
should try that.
You put a
Do you
heart
know
on
which
it.
one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Someone's asked, oh, what's for dinner?
Oh,
So, I stopped at Tender Crop yesterday,
Yeah.
got a bunch of vegetables. So I made some grilled chicken on a
Oh.
bed of baby spinach
Oh,
with roasted grape tomatoes, little
Like
pepper.
real food.
This sounds really.
So good.
And then, so chicken with vegetables, some fresh corn,
Nice.
and
Sounds
all kinds
good,
of
huh?
stuff, and
wow.
then a side of pasta.
Ooh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely could use that today.
Yes. Okay. Great.
Yeah, that's like a good
And
dinner.
as I showed you, I made some cookies and I brought some
Yeah, you better.
paper plates and utensils and everything for our little party, and I had it by the refrigerator. And then someone must have opened the refrigerator because like 2 bottles of wine fell out.
Oh, the
Oh.
wine killed it. Oh, it was accidental?
Yes.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah, I hate when that happens.
So I didn't realize that until I was taking it out of the car.
Well, you know what's really funny is I happen to have a wine opener.
You gotta have
Just happened to. Oh, it was screw top.
That's what I always
Even better.
It's nice wine, but it doesn't have a screw.
It's always nice to have.
What kind is it?
It's Simi Chardonnay.
Oh.
California.
Nice.
Did you know that Chardonnay is my wine?
I did.
Oh, perfect.
She's always on
These are the things you make
It's on
good
top
of,
of
right?
it.
Yeah,
Yes,
keep it on your head for
Yeah.
everything.
Well, I don't make it really a secret. Is if you've ever...
Not so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Just lets everyone know, right?
My wine problem is not, not a problem. But okay, great. So the other question that we had was, would we like another cake?
Oh, yeah.
Hello, that cake
Yeah,
was
the cake is
awesome.
delicious.
You have no idea.
Those with not chocolate?
Um,
That's a heavy chocolate.
You have no idea the excitement level on that cake last week.
Oh my gosh.
oh
we
god, you
couldn't-
should have seen us in the kitchen diving in. It was kind of frozen, so we were all like
Yeah.
hacking at
That's
it.
really hot.
It was
Stabbing a
wonderful.
knife in it.
Yeah, that cake
It
is
was
good.
delicious.
So how about something summery, like an orange pineapple? And take anything.
Yeah.
How's the chicken doing? I've got no chicken update. I know that there was.
So then she's got a chicken.
Yeah, maybe it's your chicken.
No,
We had a
we
sick
just
chicken.
had,
We
yeah,
just had a
one
cage
chicken,
down. We know
Marky.
I didn't check them.
Yeah, no, like,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
have
though
to wait,
We're
see
down
on the
one,
chicken.
but you have one in the house, don't you?
I have one in the house, we're just waiting to see if the chicken.
there's
Okay.
2 chickens down in the.
Yeah, we're
the
waiting to
sick
see how
chicken
they
in the
are
front.
and how it happens, how they go today.
I can't understand.
We're waiting to see how they go, they're doing
Yeah,
okay.
we had the chicken is down.
Those are all right.
Yeah, the 2 chicken. One that Marky got is down below
We're
in the
just waiting
chicken
to see,
pen
it's a wait. and
with
see.
another chicken. And last report I got that it was better.
Yeah, we're just sort of waiting and
It's
seeing.
a chicken hospital.
From the chicken
Yeah,
hospital.
it's called chicken.
It's funny,
Hospital.
some of these dogs have a soft mouth.
Yeah.
I know.
They carry him around. and don't
No,
do it.
yeah, he just wanted to, it was just like, he just wanted to pick it up like a toy.
Yeah.
Marky.
He didn't want to eat it, he just wanted to play.
Marky.
He just wanted to play.
Yeah, yeah. Way back, Geagle, who for whom the Geagle has his name, he had a chicken he carried around a long time.
But then one of them,
He had it down by the pond and he'd take it around some other place.
I'm sure that chicken loved that.
I know it.
I think it was actually a guinea hen.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Those are rounder.
Yeah, yeah.
and the chicken's not so
So,
But he was a harlequin. He was a great big thing.
he looks like
he just thought it was
he's
a toy.
really
He just
sorry.
wanted to play, he just wanted to play with it.
Yeah. All right, if nobody has any other questions, I think that's it for today. Elizabeth will be back tomorrow.
For sure.
She's over at Meredith feeding, packing. She's got her own little crazy world going on. So it's pretty high stress to get everything, all the moving parts and everything packed up. So
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a lot to do.
what?
Another relic.
Yeah, we're pulling out relics left and
The
right.
copper
Oh yeah, no, we've got a couple of those. Yeah.
copper thing is where I kept my coins from delivering magazines.
Yeah.
And we went out to dinner one night with that pot full of coins.
Yeah.
You brought the pot
Yeah,
We
rather than a
looked
purse.
at the pot. We ate at the Continental, and then we measured out. No, the other one. We measured out
Oh, where the
$90.
flowers?
Oh, this one. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that the one we? That's the one we
Yeah.
reviewed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We put some money in there.
They gave us a tray.
Um,
And we
I
sat there
remember,
and-
I'm so scarred from going out to dinner and counting our change to pay for it. You're talking like it was
We
a
don't
one,
get to
a
that ever
one-time
again.
thing. I remember every night that we went out to dinner, we would go in there with like bags of coins or coffee cups of coins and just sit there and count change. And
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they'll go, yeah.
Well, I've got a good story. One time, years ago, we went to the Palm restaurant. It's sawdust on the floor. Chevy Chase was there eating.
Yeah.
They came along, no price on the blackboard they came out. We have 7 and 8 pound lobsters. We have this and this. And we ordered, we ate, and it's cash only. And they were like, oh my God. My girlfriend and her husband had a laundromat. They went out and got quarters. We paid for this dinner in quarters.
How long did that take you?
Oh my gosh, they had bags of quarters because they had emptied it from the laundromat.
You didn't count them though.
Yeah. It was
That's the
it was
worst.
brutal. It was just so embarrassing.
Is that the worst? It was like
Everybody
cash
had a
only.
credit card.
I know, see, that's a
But-
cash only
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
You're running into that up at Jiminy's, but.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, you're
Or the
talking about
Agway.
that,
So they have an ATM machine right there.
The
yeah, you're
Agway,
talking about
right?
the choke bridge.
The
Takes
choke
cash.
or the
Yeah,
Agway,
yeah.
too.
It drives me crazy because, every time I go there, I forget that they don't take,
I know.
and it's probably a great business. You could just
Yeah,
have that
absolutely.
cash. Yeah, so.
Really?
Cash.
5% but losing, right?
I know.
Yeah, yeah. And then, but the problem is I always go, I hate paying ATM fees, and I always have to pay the $350 just because I.
Right.
Yeah, so.
I know, he was a great.
But I've been cheating at the game, so on my way home from Spirit yesterday,
Oh.
because now I have clothes down in South Carolina, I have clothes up here, I don't really need to carry things back and forth, so I had a knapsack that has like a little kid's knapsack that someone would roll, it has rollers on it that, like, you put your books in it and go to class. It's a regular knapsack, but it has rollers on it and a handle. And I got up to, I'm flying Spirit, which I'll never fly again, but it was the cheapest air flight, because, I made last minute to fly home. So I have my little knapsack, I got my computer in it, some dirty clothes, and a sweatshirt in case I get cold. And the guy says, I go through, I had paid the cheapest flight, I'm on a middle seat, and I did no check bags and no carry-ons, because all I have is a knapsack, my own personal item that's just in it, and I know it fits in the little thing. So I go, it's on my back, I go and give the guy my boarding pass, and I go down the gateway, and he turns around, he's like, wait, excuse me, that bag has rollers, you need to check that. And I'm like, no, it's fine, it's a knapsack with rollers. He's like, all rolling bags are checked bags, you gotta pay for that. And so I was like, oh, and I figured, well, all right, well, I got, I go over. It's $99 to check my bag. And I bought this little bag at a Salvation Army for $10, and now I'm going to pay $9. I'm like, no. So I took my sweatshirt out, I spread it on the floor, took the knapsack, dumped everything out in the spreadsheet on the sweatshirt, wrapped it up like a hobo, and grabbed it like this, and I handed the guy my knapsack, and I said, enjoy my knapsack, and I went and got on the gateway. Didn't pay a damn thing. And then I go on the Spirit Airlines, which is the cheapest airline in the world, carrying my sweatshirt with all my dirty laundry,
There's a homeless lady.
my computer on the top, and I go sit in my middle seat like, I look like the poor. That's okay. I'm sitting there. That's okay. I grew up counting change in restaurants to feed myself. So,
Right.
yeah.
You're $99 wealthier.
I am
That's right.
99.
Yeah. No, it's not worth
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Because then as I'm sitting there, like thinking, all right, well, I'm never going to want to use this because I never want that to happen again. I'm never going to use this knapsack again. I thought I was outsmarting the system by having a knapsack that would roll.
Right.
So it was suddenly worthless to me, and then I realized, okay, as a sunk cost, the $10 I bought it with just. So yeah, and the guy didn't know what to do with me. I was afraid, like I was going to get arrested or something.
Probably like, okay.
But, yeah. All right. I think we're good. We're going to go all eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Sounds perfect.
Good night, everybody.
We'll be back tomorrow. All right. Thanks.
All
Bye,
right,
everyone.
Thank you, bye.
Bye.
So we shut it off over here.
Well, yeah,
What am I doing?
I'm looking at your phone, so. Oh, sorry. Remember to shut that off. Okay, pull this down. Whoa, that's